got exactly 7. So just the second first down of the afternoon. In motion, Maines. And Maines will make the screen catch at the 30, breaks one tackle, and gets out for about an 8-yard gain. And we have yet to see a pass go down the field. Everything is short passes. Maybe that's because of the gusty wind, Joe. I'm not sure.
Could be. Natalie with a good block that time on that pass play. Got out in front and just did enough to keep that corner off of the receiver as he turned the corner.
It's going to be second down and short. Second down and 3. Calzaretta has got 11 yards on 4 carries.
Carroll safety sneaking up a little bit.
And Calzaretta is going to come off right tackle and breaks through the line for a first down to the 43-yard line. He had 11 yards on 4 carries. He picks up 10 yards on that run. It's another first down for the Yotes. Now, again, this is the final weekend of the regular season. What a powerful run by Calzaretta there. Yeah. If the Saints win this game, and if Western defeats Rocky at home in Dillon, it's a 3-way tie in the Frontier Conference. But if the College of Idaho win this game and Rocky wins the tiebreaker. If College of Idaho wins over Carroll and Western wins, then the Yotes are the Frontier Conference champions, and they'll go to the playoffs. Hibbs has nowhere to go there, and Hibbs will lose a yard on that carry.
Yeah, that time it was number 94, Warden in on that tackle for Carroll College. Good pursuit, Kokab, Garrett Kokab out of Phelan, California, made the tackle.
Hibbs was flushed out of the pocket and forced to run for no gain. It's going to be second down and 9 for the Yotes. 7.5 left, first quarter, no score.
Carroll in a 2-deep set right now, their secondary.
Hibbs flushed out again. Hibbs forced to run, and Hibbs gets upended right at midfield, and he's going to be just short of a first down.
Good run by Hibbs that time. He tucked the ball and took off because the secondary for Carroll, you'll see it on the replay, has everything covered down the field, and he just turns and sees an opening. But a great job at number 31 for Carroll to come up and make that hit and keeping him from picking up that first down.
Big down here. It's going to be third down and short, third down and 2 just across the midfield. Natalie's going to come into motion. And on the handoff with the first down, his first carry of the game is Alexander. Alexander will get the first down and then some. He needed 2, and he got 15.
He just bounced it to the outside of the left side, saw an opening there, and bounced out quickly. And picked up the rest on his own. Great run. You'll see it on the replay. Everything's stuffed in the middle, and he just cuts it to the outside. No outside contained for the Saints defensively on that play.
Alexander, the sophomore at Nampa, Idaho, had 120 yards all season coming into this game. Another first down for the Yotes.
Abraham with the tackle.
First down and 10, 37-yard line. And on the carry again is Alexander. He picks up 4 more yards. Late flag coming in.
I think I know what that is. Garrett Kokab kind of late hit. Put a shoulder into him and he was on the ground. This may be moving the football down the field a little bit further. I think this is going to go against Carroll. We'll wait and see.
See if we can see it on the replay.
Yeah, watch. Here he comes. Gets on the ground and his left shoulder goes into his head.
Here's what I can't quite understand, Joe. In the poll this week, Rockies ranked 16th, College of Idaho 18th, Montana Western 23rd.
Okay.
Dickinson State 19th. Montana Western beat Dickinson State this year, 42-30. So how can the rankers put Dickinson State ahead of Montana Western?
Well, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Montana Western is a great football team. They played this team to an overtime game earlier this season, this team being the College of Idaho.
Well, that penalty hurts, and that moves the Yotes up to the 19-yard line, and it's another first down. Hibbs, they keep it on the ground, and Calzaretta gets to the 16-yard line, and wow. Time of possession here has been pretty much all Yotes.
Yeah, and that offensive front, that offensive line for the Yotes is starting to get a little push. You can see it. They're making some progress here against that tough defensive line for Carroll. It's going to be one in the trenches on both sides of the ball.
2nd down and 7, no score here in the first quarter. Senior day at Carroll College, the last game of the regular season for both these teams. And Calzaretta still can't find a lot of room, gets a couple more to the right side. 3rd down coming up.
Watch TJ Abraham, if we get to see this on replay, come in from his left corner and make that tackle. Great play by the secondary.
Calzaretta averaging 2.8 yards a carry in this game on the season, averaging more than 5 yards a carry. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Hibbs is 3 of 5, 26 yards, been picked off once. Both teams have turned the ball over once here in quarter number 1.
Watch for number 19. They love to go to him here. That's Krebs.
And Alexander on the carry to the 10-yard line and close to a first down for
he's going to be
the
about
Yotes.
about a half yard short, I think, Rocky. This is a big call, but they're going to
kick.
They're going to kick, yeah. Right into that wind, too.
Cameron Simons is 3 of 10 on field goals.
No,
they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it.
And they're going to go with a tight package. It's going to be 4th down and a yard. Hibbs. Calzaretta with the handoff. Comes off the right side. He's got the first down. Wow. You had to go for it on 4th down there.
Well, the Yotes are indicating they got it.
The officials have not.
Nope, they haven't yet.
Indicated, and they're going to ask for, they did not get a good mark.
No, they didn't. It could be short by inches.
Nope, now they gave it to him. 1st down and 10. It's going to be 1st down and goal from the 9-yard line.
Big run, big play.
Gutsy call, I like it. 1st and goal at the 9 in a scoreless game. Little over 4 minutes left to be played in quarter number 1. And Alexander's going to come into motion. Screen pass is going to be caught at the 10-yard line into the end zone. Is that a touchdown? Yes, it is. Nope.
They're going to mark it out at the 1, I believe. It looks like the near side official. A touchback.
Really?
We'll have to watch it on the replay. I missed
what?
something. Yeah, but he may have lost possession of the football, and he fumbled it out of bounds or through the end zone. Let's watch this pass. The pass was behind him. He had a hard time getting a hold of it. Once he finally did, he turns it upfield.
He lost the football in the end zone, and that was Cobb who made the catch.
So it's a touchback, and Carroll takes over on the 20-yard line.
Unbelievable.
You do not see that very often. That is pretty rare.
What a bad break for the Yotes. They converted on 4th down and 1, and that was their first play, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. I thought it was a touchdown.
Yeah, we might have to watch that one more time. That's at some point that was a interesting play. The pass was behind him. He did a great job just catching the football.
Unbelievable. The Saints with just 5 yards of offense here in this first quarter. Perka. He's going to roll right. Pressure. He'll throw that one away.
Yeah,
and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Looking for Rothy, well covered, so he just threw it into his feet.
Boy, what a bad break for the Yotes. That is tough.
That's quite the play. See on the replay there.
Perka just had nowhere to go.
Nope, he was getting some pressure.
Perka on the season over 1,300 yards through the year, 11 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Another official timeout. His best game this year, 278 against Eastern Oregon. He has started the last 6 games. And Bridgewater started the first 3 games this year for the Saints. 2nd down and long. Carroll looking for their first down of the game. And they're going to keep it on the ground. Tuggle's got the first down and then some. Across midfield. Inside the 20. And that's going to be a touchdown. Baxter Tuggle.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
A
79-yard touchdown run for Tuggle. His 5th of the season.
He just took off. I mean, the hole just opened up quickly, and he took full advantage, filled it, and he was gone. Great call.
So you only have 5 yards in the entire game. and you go for 79, and he on the ground. Tuggle went to that right side, and look at him blow past the defenders. Wow.
79 yards untouched. Unbelievable.
Baxter Tuggle. What a play. Powell on for the PAT. He's missed 3 this year. 21 of 24. That kick is good. And it's the Saints who lead 7-0 with 3:32 left to be played here in quarter number 1 from Helena.
I got some new flies and a rod for my birthday, so we're going to take the boat and float a different stretch of the river tomorrow. I checked, and there are no overhead power lines in that area, so I'll be able to cast for miles. But here, that's a different story. With Northwestern's power poles and lines just over there, we stay at least 10 feet away and only handle the outdoor chores on this side of the house. Which means I get to spend more time casting lines while the professionals work around them.
A1 Rentals, serving Helena since 1959, offers rental items for the do-it-yourselfer to major construction companies. Backhoes, floor care, lawn equipment, automotive, concrete work, generators, heaters, electrical, drywall, and more. We can help with any job, no matter how big or small. And don't forget about our party rentals and retail store at Parties Plus. Planning an event? We can help. From tents to catering to decorations. A1 Rentals and Parties Plus on Cedar Street in Helena.
I think the biggest motivator is probably protecting loved ones. Universally, what I'm hearing from people after the experience of being vaccinated is this feeling of relief, this feeling of joy and hope. The vaccine is absolutely safe and effective. The safety rate has been extraordinarily good given the millions and millions of people who have been vaccinated to date. There's no question it saves lives.
His name is Baxter Tuggle, 5'10", 190-pound freshman out of Laramie, Wyoming. And his best game this season was 71 yards against Northern. Well, he just went 79 yards and scored a touchdown. And the Saints are on the scoreboard first. Wow. What a series of events we've had.
Crazy.
3 turnovers in the first quarter.
3 turnovers. We had a ball fumbled across the goal line, out of bounds, and resulted in a touchback. Carroll got the ball at the 20, and boom. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone.
So windy, they got to hold the football, and Alexander and Cobb are back for this Powell kick, kicking with the wind. 3:32 left to be played in the first, and he kicked it short. Alexander from the 23-yard line got some room and gets upended at the 40-yard line. Wow.
Yeah,
who made that
he got
tackle?
Drilled. Number 25, Tug Smith, did out of Newport, Washington. He just came up and took his legs out from under him.
Well, the Yotes were able to move the football on that last drive before they fumbled on the goal line.
Yep.
Let's watch this tackle again.
Here he comes.
Wow.
Gets both legs, takes him out, and takes out his blocker as well.
Alexander's okay. He got right back up.
Well, Hibbs and the Yotes, Rocky, been moving the football, as you mentioned, so I imagine that we're going to see a little bit more of Calzaretta, although he's not in there right now.
And they're going to go on the ground. First time the game we've seen Hunter Gilbert. Gilbert goes for 8 yards. Gilbert comes in, and he's averaging 4.7 yards a carry. He's only rushed for 145 yards on the season. Remember, the Yotes are number 1 rushing team in the Frontier Conference, averaging 179 yards a game on the ground. And that rush defense for Carroll,
tops.
Well, they're number 1. They give up just 87 yards a game on the ground. And it's going to be 2nd down and 3. And Gilbert, again, that's going to be a first down as he gets across midfield. First down and 10 for the Yotes.
Yeah, on the stop, Garrett Cookhap came diving in to take his legs out, but they're starting to get the ground game going. And for Carroll defensively, that's their MO. They've got to prevent this team from establishing, the Yotes from establishing that running game and force them to throw the football.
First down and 10, just across midfield. The Yotes, 7-2 on the season, are ranked 18th in the nation. They have not lost a game away from home. On the ground again, short gain for Hunter Gilbert. He's a 5'9", 195-pound redshirt freshman.
In on the staff that time, Tucker Jones out of Hamilton, Montana. One of the middle linebackers, inside linebackers for Carroll College.
2nd down and 8. Have I got a stat for you after this play, Joe? This one's hard to believe. 3 wide receivers put out wide to the right side for Hibbs. Screen pass. Nadley makes the catch, and 2 tackles missed, 3 tackles missed, and he's going to have a first down. What a nice run after the catch.
What a
by
great run.
Jake Nadley.
Yeah,
wow. Leads a team with 41 catches on the season, and we got to watch this again.
Yeah, Kylie Watts missed for Carroll. Number 29 missed too. That's Zebar. Both those kids couldn't bring him down.
Look at that athleticism.
Yeah, great run.
Well, check this out, Joe. The Saints are 13 points away from having a perfect season this year. They have lost their 4 games by a combined 13 points. They've lost 4 games this season by 5 points or less. Screen pass the other side. Pass is caught. Hunter Gilbert, the running back, and he picks up about 3 yards on that play. A lot of close games for the Saints this year.
A lot of close games. Games that singles a couple of plays and it goes the other way, and they may be looking at a playoff spot themselves. But that's how it goes in the Frontier Conference. Tough conference.
And the Saints, on their wins this year, they have a couple of wins that a touchdown or less. So
Spear off with the tackle that time for Carroll on the coverage. The Yotes are moving the football again.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7 from the 34-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the right side. Kelzaretta is back in. Charlie Maines is going to come into motion. And Kelzaretta to the left side, and he eludes 1 tackle, gets close to a first down inside the 30-yard line. And the Yotes are having some success on the ground.
They are. He just made Tucker Jones miss. Calzaretta did with a nice cut, just a bounce step to the outside.
So they've got 67 yards on the ground in this first quarter, and the Saints give up 87. This could be the final play of the quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Hibbs is going to come under center for just the 2nd time of the game. Kelzaretta gets the first down and then some to the 23-yard line. Another first down.
Sibarth there with the tackle for Carroll, but they're finding success now. The offensive front is winning the battle in the trenches.
And the first quarter has come to an end. It's the Saints out on top of the College of Idaho, 7-0, senior day here at Carroll College.
Not all tires are created equally. Some tires take 50 to 60 more feet to stop, and you don't need that on our Montana wintry roads. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Helena and let our knowledgeable team help you find the right tires for you, your family, and your vehicle this winter season. Point S Tire and Auto Service, keeping our roads safer 1 tire at a time. Make sure to ask about our best price tire match guarantee.
Montana. We're proud to say it's where we live and where we work. We're so much more than pretty scenery. We are all hardworking, resilient, and resourceful. The vibe is different here. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Well, we played 1 quarter. The Saints lead 7-0, trying to beat the Yotes for the 2nd time this season. In that first quarter, Carroll College had 126 yards of offense, and the Yotes with Carroll College with 85 yards of offense, and the Yotes had 126. So you take away the 79-yard touchdown run from Baxter Tuggle, and it's only 6 yards of offense. And we're going to take another timeout. Saints up 7-0. What's going on, Marty?
What?
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. So stop in today and let us find the right set of Michelin tires for you. If you value longevity, check out the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting family of tires on the road. Whether you drive a car, minivan, SUV, or truck, you'll be able to do more for more miles. Come visit our team of experts at Wayland Tire so we can match you with the right tire for the way you drive.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
While students around the world found their education on pause due to the pandemic, Carroll College's holistic nursing program allowed me, safely, to start and play, serve as a student senator, work on my right hook, ski with my friends, and in the midst of the pandemic, prepare to join the front lines. Through a world-class simulation lab and a program renowned for excellence, Carroll College kept my education on track and in person. Carroll College, not for school, but for life.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do to do.
Calzaretta on the carry near the 15-yard line. Well, Joe, we had something interesting that took place between the first and the second quarter.
Yeah, we had an additional timeout taken, a media timeout, and apparently College of Idaho was guilty of a uniform violation, something with the color of somebody's uniform, or I don't know, didn't match the shoes. I don't know what it was, but the officials penalized them with a timeout. I've never heard of that.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
It's going to be third down. There were some times when they should penalize some of the teams we've announced this year. They couldn't see their numbers.
That's right.
And Calzaretta on third down, going to be about a yard short. And, the Yotes have went for it once on fourth down, and they converted that. Are they going to go for it again? Well, this is fourth down and over 2 yards. The Saints lead 7-0 as the second quarter gets underway, and they're going to go with that big package again, and they're going to bring in a defensive lineman as a blocker. So that power package on fourth down and 2, and Calzaretta follows the big guy through and gets the first down, and they are now 2 for 2 on fourth down conversions on the afternoon.
Kylie Watts made the tackle for Carroll, but a great job of that left side of that offensive line for the College of Idaho. The Yotes, you can see it on the replay. They got great push, and Calzaretta just stuck his nose right in the back of that offensive lineman and followed him through.
The Yotes come in 7-2 on the season. Carroll 5-4. The Saints lead here. And remember, in that first quarter, the Yotes fumbled the football in the end zone, and it was called a touchback. Calzaretta with another carry, a gain of about 5 yards. We had 3 turnovers in that first quarter, 2 on the Yotes and 1 on the Saints.
Jake Walk with the defensive lineman. You can see him steps in to make that tackle, along with number 44 for Carroll College. Tucker Jones has been busy this afternoon already.
Calzaretta is back. Second down and 6. And Calzaretta, this time he's going to try the left side, gets just inside the 5-yard line. A gain of a couple. One big play, the Saints. And it was Baxter Tuggle that went 79 yards for a touchdown in the first quarter. It's been our only score of this game so far. It's been a defensive battle. Third down and short. Hibbs 6 of 8, 48 yards on the afternoon. He's been picked off once. He's got 4 wide receivers on the right side and a penalty flag.
Yeah, number 55. He jumped for the College of Idaho on that offensive line. Keegan McCoy, I believe it is.
Now we'll push him back 5 yards.
Check that, Tyler Barrett.
It's going to be third down and 9 for the Yotes. The Yotes need to win to get at least a share of the Frontier Conference title going into the final weekend. The Yotes and Rocky both 7-2. And Rocky has a very difficult game at the Montana Western. They're 6-3 and nationally ranked. We could have a three-way tie atop the Frontier Conference leaderboard. And Alexander is back in. Hibbs wants to throw on third down, flushed out, and he throws at the last second. Pass is caught down near the 1 yard line and tied in. Ben Herbie makes the catch. Did he go over the line of scrimmage?
I thought he was.
That's my question.
Yeah, no flag, but I thought.
The line of scrimmage was the 11-yard line.
And we can see it on replay. Look, I thought he was past it. 11-yard line, you said? Okay, here he comes.
Hibbs is flushed out. There he is
he's
at the 10.
well past it. The officials missed it.
And Calzaretta into the end zone for a touchdown. We got a 1-point game.
So Calzaretta in the end zone on just a 1-yard run. They just kept pounding the football down the field, but I think they got away with something there on the previous play as Hibbs was over the line of scrimmage.
And you got to wonder why we have an injured player down before the extra point. 11:08 left to be played. Too bad there's not video replay in NAIA football.
Well, they'd probably send it up to us, and we'd have to make the call, buddy. So, I don't want to do it. Do you?
I don't want that responsibility.
Me neither.
You kidding me? That's not going to happen.
No.
We've had a couple of interesting calls.
We have.
That game
fumble,
changers.
Yep, fumble that resulted in the touchback. Number 90.
We're back with more right after this.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. So stop in today and let us find the right set of Michelin tires for you. If you value longevity, check out the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting family of tires on the road. Whether you drive a car, minivan, SUV, or truck, you'll be able to do more for more miles. Come visit our team of experts at Wayland Tire so we can match you with the right tire for the way you drive.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
While students around the world found their education on pause due to the pandemic, Carroll College's holistic nursing program allowed me, safely, to star in a play, serve as a student senator, work on my right hook, ski with my friends, and in the midst of the pandemic, prepare to join the front lines. Through a world-class simulation lab and a program renowned for excellence, Carroll College kept my education on track and in person. Carroll College, not for school, but for life.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do.
And the kicker, Cameron Simons, who has not missed a PAT all season.
No, he has.
16 of 16. That was a high snap, and he missed the extra point, and Carroll College leads by 1. Let's watch this. High snap. Hibbs brings it down, and it was not a good kick.
No elevation at all. I'm not sure. I believe it was number 98. He got his big paw in there and knocked that down. Jake Walk.
So Cameron Simons, his first missed PAT, and that could be costly as the Saints lead 7-6. 11:08 left to be played in the first half here. Semifinal football across the state, Class A. How about Laurel and Polson? Wow. Laurel, the defending state champs. They're at home up against Polson. Both teams are 9-0. This is a great matchup. Laurel's the best defensive team in Class A. They give up 8 points a game. Polson, well, they're number 1 in Class A, scoring 43 points a game. And Garrett Wilson, their quarterback, he had 41 touchdowns before he had a pick on the season. 47 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He threw for 40 yards in the quarterfinals, 6 touchdowns. Game 1 this year, Wilson threw for 565 yards. In the other semifinals, it's Hamilton up against Lewistown. Lewistown has not won a state championship since 2001. And it's going to be excitement in football this year. But you know what's interesting in Montana? Our biggest college game, the Cat-Grizz game, same weekend as all 5 state high school football championships, and that ball is kicked out of bounds, rather through the end zone. So first down and 10 coming up for the Saints. I'd like to thank our Frontier Conference corporate sponsors, and they include Cooper Tire, Tire-Rama, D.A. Davidson, Irk Hotels, McDonald's, Northwestern Energy, Pepsi, and U.S. Bank. Well, the Saints lead 7-6. First down and 10, 25-yard line. Pierce will come into motion. Low snap. Duncan Kraft comes off the left side, and Duncan Kraft is going to go for a couple, and they're still fighting for that football, Joe.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to pop it loose. 3 turnovers already today. Both teams taking advantage of every mistake the other team makes and trying to turn it into points. It's been a wild game thus far. It's been fun to do.
You got to wonder, I mean, the Saints lost 4 games by 5 points or less.
Yeah.
And in game number 1, they lost the conference's best running back in Matthew Burgess, who rushed for over 1,000 yards in 2019, over 100 yards in every game in the spring. And he went out with a knee injury in game number 1. And Perka wants to throw. Collins, the intended receiver.
There's the
Contact
flag.
is made, and that's going to be pass interference. And Collins looks like he may be hurt.
He might be. I'm not sure.
He gets up slow.
I think he's okay. Number 14 back on the coverage that time. And that is Jacob Bafubenga, I believe is his last name.
So a big break for the Saints on the pass interference call. Duncan Kraft's done a great job, though. In replace of the injured Burgess, he went for 155 yards against Northern, 148 against Tech, 145 against Southern Oregon. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Saints from the 44-yard line. Here comes Duncan Kraft.
Wow.
Hit behind the line, and Duncan Kraft is going down, and that's going to be a loss of a yard on that play.
Yeah, great job by number 23, Bridger Marbo, the junior out of Eagle, Idaho, stepped right in, was right there when Kraft took the handoff for Perka, met him behind the line of scrimmage and brought him down for the loss maybe. No, he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be second down and 10. Under 10 minutes left to be played. The first half, the final regular season game for both these teams.
Perka still with no completions yet this afternoon.
Logan Gilliard's going to come into motion. Kraft for the 3rd time in a row, and Kraft is stopped cold and no gain at all for Duncan Kraft. 3rd and long coming up for the Saints.
Defensively, the Yotes are stiffening up here, not allowing Carroll to run that football, forcing Perka to throw the ball. But offensively, Carroll's been persistent in trying to run that ball play after play.
Jack Perka has not completed a pass in the first half. He is 0 for 3 in this game. He's thrown for more than 1,300 yards on the season. They average 30 passing attempts a game. They've only put it up 3 times. 3rd down and 10. 2 wide receivers right side. Perka, the pass incomplete, and wow.
Threw it behind
hit
Rothman.
hard, and that was Brown. If he would have made that, if he'd have made the catch, he would have had the first down. Great coverage on the part of the Yotes.
Yeah, Perka's just a little bit off. That ball was behind him, behind Brown. And now Carroll's going to punt the football. This will give College of Idaho an opportunity with just under 9 minutes to go here to put together another drive.
True freshman Marcus Whitman out of Billings Central is in. Alexander is back. Marcus had a 60-yard punt. That was with the wind. Rugby-style kick, and this will not go 60 yards. The wind's going to hold that one up. It does take a Saints bounce, though, to the 25-yard line. That's a 31-yard punt for Marcus, and, boy, lucky he got the bounce. 7-6 our score. Saints lead.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
Get an edge in buying your home by getting pre-qualified for your mortgage today.
I got home from work early, walked in the front door, and immediately felt like I got smacked in the face with a rotten egg. I've smelled a natural gas leak before, so I went right back outside and called Northwestern Energy. They came over immediately. Turns out one of the burners on the stove wasn't turned off all the way, and fumes were filling the room. It's a good thing they add that rotten egg smell to natural gas. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. It's a full-time job keeping these two safe, but with Northwestern Energy's help, it's a little easier.
Out here, we love our animals, from the wildlife to the livestock. Inside, it's the same. They're just like family. We keep them happy and healthy, most of the time. Secondhand smoke puts pets at risk for cancer, feline lymphoma, vomiting, increases the risk of tumors and lung cancer, even causes eye and skin disease. Secondhand smoke puts your pet's life at risk.
Joe, what happened to the high-scoring, pass-happy Frontier Conference games we used to have?
50 to 45 games.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, defense wins games, offense sells tickets, but I'm one of the sportscasters. I like the scoreboard to light up. First down and 10. Yotes, a missed PAT. All the difference in this game so far. And they're going to keep it on the ground, and the Saints say they have it.
Calzaretta fumbled it, and it looks like Carroll came up with it.
Another turnover. It's the fourth of the first half. Wow.
Recovered by Rex Irby, number 34, with the recovery. Let's wait and see if this stands. We can watch it on the replay. Here comes Calzaretta through the line of scrimmage. Some good room there. Did he fumble it before or after that knee hit the ground? The officials are talking it over. It's close. The injured player on the field is a Yote.
That is the third turnover for the Yotes, and that is a costly one inside the 30-yard line. And Carroll College out on top by one with 8:37 left to be played. Here in the first half, Rocky Erickson with Joe McMahon coming up on the First Interstate Bank halftime show. Kent Paulson, Frontier Conference Commissioner, and Dr. John Sack, President of Carroll College.
Keegan McCoy, the defensive player of the week last week in the Frontier Conference, slow to get up, and he's being helped off the field over there. Kind of holding that right shoulder, I believe. We'll see. Hopefully he can get back in there. He had 7 tackles and 3 sacks last week against Eastern Oregon. He had a great day.
Saints will take over. Harrison split out wide to the right side. Andrew Carter is your center. Tuggle back in. Why not? He went for 79 yards on his last carry. They faked the handoff, and Perker to the end zone, wide open is Pierce.
Yeah.
A touchdown for the Saints, and that covers 34 yards, and the Saints are on the scoreboard again.
Yep, he got behind the defender that time, the DB, Abdul, and Perka put the ball right on the money.
That's his first completion.
Yep, first completion of the day. That's a touchdown pass of about 30 yards.
Wow. Watch this.
He'll just roll it was right and just sail that ball, put it up over the top of the DB, and it's not even close.
The Western Rocky game started at 1 o'clock. Powell for the PAT. Snap back. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's 14-6. The Saints of Carroll College out on top of the Yotes here in Helena.
Since before the birth of America, the Army National Guard has stood ready to answer the call to defend and protect the nation. Army National Guard soldiers share in an enduring commitment to serve their state in times of crisis and defend their nation in times of conflict. The men and women of the Army National Guard serve part-time in their own communities and have a stake in its continued security. To learn all about the benefits of becoming a soldier in the Army National Guard, visit nationalguard.com.
Montana. We're proud to say it's where we live,
and where we work. We're so much more than pretty scenery. We are all hardworking, resilient, and resourceful. The vibe is different here. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Not all tires are created equally. Some tires take 50 to 60 more feet to stop, and you don't need that on our Montana wintry roads. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Helena and let our knowledgeable team help you find the right tires for you, your family, and your vehicle this winter season. Point S Tire and Auto Service, keeping our roads safer 1 tire at a time. Make sure to ask about our best price tire match guarantee.
So, Joe,
Yeah.
before that completion, Perka was 0 for 4. They had not completed a pass in the entire game, and their first completion goes for a touchdown.
Yeah, and it was on a first-up play. I think they caught College of Idaho a little off guard. I don't think they're expecting that play. Great call by the offensive coordinator, fan still for Carroll College. And Perka, for a freshman, he rolled out where he needed to be, took his time, put that ball right on the money, and the receiver, Pierce, who's a senior, this is his last game here, comes up with a big catch.
And Powell, against the wind, Alexander from the 14-yard line. Big hole in the middle, and Alexander flies through over the 30-yard line. So, the Yotes, 162 yards of offense, Carroll 123. It's similar to what happened on October 2nd at the College of Idaho. The Saints won that game 28-21. Carroll had 271 yards of offense, and the Yotes had 345 in that game.
Dawson Zabarth made that tackle, and he just came off the field holding his right arm, wrist area. The trainer's looking at him right now. Hopefully he can get back out there. They rely on him a lot.
First down and 10. Hibbs out of the shotgun. And Calzaretta with the call. He fumbled on his last carry. He goes for about 4 yards. So if the Yotes lose this game this afternoon, and if Montana Western beats Rocky, 3-way tie atop the Frontier Conference, but Rocky would win the tiebreaker, and they would advance to the playoffs if they were ranked in the top 20, which you think they would be.
You would think so. Doug Smith with the tackle that time for Carroll from his safety position.
But nobody's going to host in the Frontier this year. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. And they hand it off to the leading running back in the conference again, as Calzaretta to the left side did not get the first down, just short. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard coming up. Calzaretta, 61 yards on the afternoon. The Saints came in, giving up just 87 yards a game on the ground, and over 100 yards here in the first half for the Yotes, and they're going to go with that tight formation again. And Hibbs is going to come under center. And Calzaretta's not going to get the first down. Great defensive stand. He's going to come up just short. Second effort. He got inside a yard.
Yeah, it was close. They had him stopped, but if we can see it on the replay, the second surge, as you mentioned, they had him pushed back, and he just kept the legs moving and maybe pick this up. We'll wait and see where the spot's at. Yeah, I think they're gonna bring the chain out and measure this. Yep.
7:14 left to go here in the first half. It's 14-6 our score. The Saints are out on top. I'd like to thank our Game of the Week sponsors, the Montana Chevy dealers. Also brought to you by First Interstate Bank, Northwestern Energy, Montana Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW, Pepsi, and Wayland Tire. It will be a first down for the Yotes. So that second effort by Calzaretta got him the needed yardage for the first down.
Yeah, he's so tough. He's just a heady running back.
How about 12 first downs for the Yotes, 3 for the Saints?
Yeah, and Calzaretta's already carried the ball 20 times.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. The Yotes, well, luck has not been on their side in this game this afternoon. First down and 10. Screen pass is incomplete, and wow. That was almost a lateral, which would have been a free football. Cobb was the intended receiver.
Yeah, and T.J. Abraham, if you see this play again, he said hello out there on the corner. He put a hit on him, a legal hit, just after the ball arrived.
Boy, what a season it could have been for the Saints.
Oh, boy.
Lost 4 games by 5 points or less, lost their all-conference running back in game number 1. And, great effort here this afternoon. Second down and 10. Stevens will come into motion, and the pass is caught for a short gain of maybe about 5 yards as Nadley makes the catch. And it's going to be third down and 6 coming up for the Yotes.
So they've got him in a 3rd and 6, a little long to be running the ball, though, with Calzaretta out there. You wouldn't rule that out, although he's not on the field right now. They're going to go with number 20.
That's Alexander. He is back in, the sophomore from Napa, Idaho, on 3rd down and 5. Hibbs is 7 of 10 through the air. 50-70 yards. Hibbs stays in the pocket. Pass incomplete. It was dropped, and T.J. Abraham is there again. Nadley, the intended receiver.
Yeah, he was there.
Wait a minute. Is there a flag? Nope.
Pass is incomplete. Number 25 there as well. Great coverage. Tug Smith.
Jacob Johnson is going to punt with the win. Boy, great defense.
Yeah, it was Tug Smith who got there initially.
Great defense.
Got his hands on him. Abraham came in to clean up, but big play by Smith.
Rothy is back for the Johnson punt. 6:07 left here in the first half. Heavy pressure. And Rothy going to call for the fair catch, and that's going to take a Yotes bounce to about the 13-yard line with 5 minutes and 58 seconds left to be played in quarter number 2. It's the Saints 14 and the Yotes 6. Rocky Erickson with Joe McMahon with all the play-by-play coming up on the First Interstate Bank halftime show. Kent Paulson, Frontier Conference Commissioner. Dr. John Sack, the president of Carroll College. John Sack is a great president. The way he promotes the school is just outstanding.
Yep, agreed. This facility is this institution is really growing under his leadership.
It's going to be first down and 10 for the 14-yard line. Perka. Duncan Kraft tries the left side. Flag is down. Kraft goes nowhere.
Just has not been a lot of room to run the football for Carroll, and they've been pushing that all day long. Perka just one completion, as we mentioned, that for a touchdown.
And when you take away the 79-yard run by Tuggle, and the Saints have less than 40 yards of offense in this football game, and that's going to go against, wow, that's a 15-yarder.
That one hurts. They had him backed up. The Yotes had him right where they wanted him.
5:53 left to be played here in the first half. Cloudy, overcast, breezy day. Senior Day 2021 here at Nelson Stadium. Pierce in motion. He's got a touchdown catch. One completion, one touchdown for the Saints. Kraft with a nice hole. And Duncan Kraft's going to go for 7 yards. When Billings Central won the state championship in 2018, Kraft rushed for more than 1,500 yards. He averaged more than 10 yards a carry.
Amazing, and a good run that time. Off the right side, one of the better runs for Carroll in that offensive line. Got a pretty good push on the right side, and Kraft found the hole.
It's going to be second down and 2. Look for Kraft to get the call again. He does. First down, Saints. Kraft near midfield. A gain of 12 on that run from Duncan Kraft.
So just like that, they turn the corner and get that offense, that running game going. Tanner Leaf in on the tackle that time for the Yotes. But, yeah, they're at midfield with 4.5 to go, 4:49.
An offensive line opened up a big hole for Kraft. 14-6. Saints out on top late here in the second quarter. And Pierce will come into motion. And Kraft again. Kraft, the 40. Kraft, the 30. The 20 before he's knocked out. And a flag is down on the play. And Harden saved the touchdown. What's the call here, Joe?
I'm not sure. We'll have to see if we can pick it up maybe on a replay. But a nice run by Kraft. Great job again on the right side of that offensive line. Here it is on the replay. As he turns it to the outside, cuts between the tackle and the guard, and he's heading down the field. And let's see if we can see block in the back on Carroll. You can see it on the replay.
Still going to be first down in good field position. 4:19 left to go here in the first half. And the Saints are threatening, having some success on this drive. Two big plays, the big running play and the pass play. For the Saints, Harrison to the right side. Pierce. First down and 10. Will Kraft get the call again? Andrew Carter is the center. Here comes Kraft. And Kraft to the 21-yard line. A gain of about 4, and it's been all Duncan Kraft on this drive for Carroll College.
Keegan McCoy back out there after being injured earlier. Got the tackle that time. It's good to see him back out there. But yeah, Kraft has really come to life, and they've been pounding the ball on the right-hand side.
It's going to be third down and 7 from the 22-yard line. And look who's back in.
Yeah, Baggle's in there.
Tuggle. First carry, 79 yards for a touchdown. Pierce will come into motion. Tuggle his third carry of the game, and Tuggle takes a hit, and he breaks through. No gain, but a nice hard run
really
for
hard.
Baxter Tuggle.
Yeah, can't fault the effort there, that's for sure.
Third down coming up. Perk has only put the ball up 5 times here in the first half. They averaged 30 passing attempts a game. He's 1 of 5, 34 yards. And that touchdown to Pierce. And this is going to be third down and 6 coming up for Carroll. Harrison and Rothy to the left side. Collins and Pierce to the right side. Tuggle is going to become a wide receiver. Faked the pass to Tuggle, and that ball was deflected. Tony Collins was the intended receiver, and now it's fourth down. And do you kick a 40-yard field goal?
Into the wind.
Into the wind. Yeah. I doubt it. Powell is, he's 9 of 12. His long this year's 33, and they're going to take a timeout and talk about it. I think they're going to end up going for it on fourth down here. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to be played in the first half here. The Saints out on top of the Yotes, 14-6. And we'd like to welcome our network affiliates for today's game. SWX in Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Great Falls, Helena, Kalispell, Missoula, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, Yakima, and the Tri-Cities. And all across America on For the Fans. We're happy to have you enjoying this game with us. Rocky Erickson with Joe McMahon coming up on the First Interstate Bank halftime report. We'll visit with Kent Paulson, Frontier Conference Commissioner, and Dr. John Sack, the president of Carroll College, as Joe makes his way down to the field. A breezy Saturday afternoon here in Helena. Second time these two teams have met this season, back on October 2nd. The Saints won 28-21, despite the fact that the Yotes had more yards of total offense, 345 to 271. Big play here, both teams. Fourth down and 6. Perka fakes the handoff to Tuggle. Perka takes a hit, and Perka's still up. Perka to the 20, to the 15. First down. What an amazing run for the quarterback, Jack Perka. He was stopped dead in his tracks, not once, but twice. Perka was stopped there, somehow got out again, and was able to get the first down. What a run for Perka. Wow. It's going to be first down and 10 from the 13-yard line for the Saints. Tuggle to the right side, and Tuggle almost scored. Tuggle stopped at the 3-yard line. Wow. Tuggle's having a game. His biggest game, 71 yards against Northern. He ran for 70 against the College of Idaho in the first meeting. And Tuggle has over 90 yards here in the first half. Second down and short. The line of scrimmage is the 4-yard line. Tuggle's going to try the left side. And for the second time this afternoon, Baxter Tuggle is in the end zone. And the Saints have scored again. 1:46 left. A 4-yard touchdown run for Tuggle. He came into the game with 4 touchdowns. He's got 2 already here in the first half. And Powell for the extra point, 96 yards in the first half for Baxter Tuggle. Wow. The kick by Powell is up, and it is good. 21-6. The Saints lead this one. Wow. 204 yards of offense for Carroll College on just 22 plays. The Yotes, 177 yards of offense on 42 plays in the game. Carroll College, 5-4 on the season. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. They lost to Montana Western by 4 points. Eastern Oregon by 3. Southern Oregon by 1, their biggest loss all year. Rocky Mountain College by 5 points. So if you add it all up, the Saints are 13 points away from having a perfect season this year. A win would have them finish the year at 6-4. Now the Yotes can still have a share of the Frontier Conference title, even if they lose. But we got a lot of football left to be played here. Just the first half. At the end of one, the Saints led 7-0. Yotes scored early in the second. Cal's already on a 1-yard touchdown run, but they missed the extra point. So kicking against the win, Powell. And Cobb from the 15-yard line. Cobb gets across the 30-yard line before he is upended on that play. And Ben Held, freshman, out of Great Falls High on the tackle. As a nice tackle by Held. So the Yotes, with 1:42 left, here in the first half, boy, they score, and it would be huge for them. Make it a one-score game. Hibb, 8 of 12, 62 yards, picked off once. The Saints have only put the ball up 6 times in this game, but they've rushed for 170 yards in the first half, and that play is going to be called dead. Tuggle, they're going to have Tuggle for 100 yards at intermission for Baxter Tuggle. Wow, that's his best game already. It's only halftime. But when you have a 79-yard run, it helps with the stats. That's going to be offsides. It's going to cost the Yotes 5 yards. The Yotes are 4-0 on the road this season. They were trying to go unbeaten during the regular season on the road. They did that in 1953 and 2019. 1st and 15. Hibbs pass is incomplete, and that went right through the hands of Charlie Maines. Clock is stopped. Minute 39 left to be played here in the half. That pass was there to Maines, and Maines unable to haul it in. 2nd down. 3 wide receivers set to go out on the right side. Hibbs looking in that direction, flushed out, big hole. The 30, and he gets out of bounds, stop the clock. Gain of about 5 yards on that play for the quarterback, Ryan Hibbs. 6'4", 215-pound sophomore out of Boise, Idaho. 92 seconds left to be played here in the first half from Nelson Stadium on the campus of Carroll College. The last regular season game for both these teams. 3rd down and 11. Here comes the pressure. Hibbs, screen pass. Nadley makes the catch, and Nadley's not going to get the first down. Gets out to the 40. Picks up about 9 yards, but it was 3rd down and 11. 4th down coming up here for the Yotes. They're going to punt it away. And Rothy's going to be back. The Saints have 2 timeouts. And the wind to their back. So when they get the ball, will they go conservative? Or will they try to add another score before intermission? High snap, lot of pressure. Nice high booming kick. And Rothy's going to watch that one go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, a 44-yard punt for Jacob Johnson. 48 seconds left to be played in the first half from Carroll College. 21-6 our score. Saints are out on top, trying to get a sweep against the Yotes. This series started in 1926. First game, Yotes won 33-13. It's only 11th meeting. The Yotes leading the series 6-4. Carroll's won the last 2. Last one in Helena for the Yotes was 2019, and they won big, 47-14. And Carroll is just going to take a knee, and we're going to head to halftime here. An interesting first half. 4 turnovers. Between the first and the second quarter, we had an official timeout as the Yotes were penalized with the wrong jersey color, and they lost a timeout. So halftime here in Helena. Carroll College leads over the 18th-ranked team in the nation, the Yotes of the College of Idaho, 21-6. Our score at the break.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 crew cab pickups.
I'm really glad we decided to put carbon monoxide detectors throughout the whole house. I just can't imagine what would have happened if we didn't.
Come on, honey. We gotta go.
touch on volleyballs right here.
Yeah.
So do they just rotate who gets the tournament? How do they decide it's here?
Yeah, we rotate between Great Falls and Helena and Butte.
Okay.
Kind of try to keep it centrally
located. Reduce the travel a little bit. Yeah. Mike, check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Okay, there you go.
Maybe.
We're on.
Mike. Welcome back to the Nelson Stadium. It is halftime, and I'm joined by Frontier Conference Commissioner Ken Paulson. Ken, thanks for joining me today. It's a busy day in the Frontier Conference. Not only this game here at Nelson Stadium, which has turned into a great game, a little windy, but it's been fun to watch. But also there's games going on across the state, and a key one down in Dillon. So a lot on the line in the Frontier Conference today.
Yeah, it is exactly. We didn't have to bring the snow removal equipment out, so I guess that's a plus. But great weekend in Frontier sports, as they all are, and a real smorgasbord here at Carroll College. As you said, we have our conference volleyball tournament going on, and we have our championship game this evening between the University of Providence and our host, Carroll College. Football here today with certainly College of Idaho and Montana Western and Rocky Mountain College all in the mix as far as receiving an automatic qualifying berth in the upcoming postseason. And basketball teams playing in various tournaments around the inland Northwest. So we're getting that overlap between the fall sports concluding and the beginning of our winter sports.
It keeps you very busy. Now, the football-wise, of course, you've got College of Idaho here taking on Carroll. They're down at the half as we speak. That could change in the second half. But then the Western Montana game down in Dillon right now with Rocky, you could end up with a three-way tie.
Yeah, we if that should happen, we've got a tiebreaker, conference tiebreaker in place. And of course, we have our national Raiders working hard to keep our teams up, because the baseline for getting in, you have to be in the NAI top 20 to be considered. And so a lot of things, the scoreboard tells one story, and then the tiebreaker could tell another.
And you mentioned volleyball. Providence and Carroll this evening at 7 o'clock here in the PE Center. That tournament rotated each year.
Yeah, we moved the tournament, try to keep it in a central geographic location in the state of Montana, and we have Carroll, Helena, and Montana Tech at Butte, and University of Providence and Great Falls. They all rotate every third year. They get it, and then we do a preseason tournament where the other three schools at Havre, Dillon, and Billings, they host a preseason. So just trying to do things, work smart, be economical. Tonight we've got the number 1 seed, who's also the number 5 team in the nation. We've never had in my tenure as commissioner, we've never had a volleyball team rated in the top 5. And so Carroll comes in as the number 3 tournament seed, and they upset our number 2 seed last night. So it should be a great championship.
Should be awesome to see. Well, thank you very much for taking some time on a very windy afternoon here in Nelson Stadium. And thanks for joining us. I appreciate it, Kent.
This wasn't in my weather forecast. I don't know what happened.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yep. Kent Paulson, Frontier Conference Commissioner. We'll be back. Rocky Erickson will be visiting with the president of Carroll College here momentarily. Rejoin us. We're back after this.
While students around the world found their education on pause due to the pandemic, Carroll College's holistic nursing program allowed me, safely, to star in a play, serve as a student senator, work on my right hook, ski with my friends, and in the midst of the pandemic, prepare to join the front lines. Through a world-class simulation lab and a program renowned for excellence, Carroll College kept my education on track and in person. Carroll College, not for school, but for life.
Montana. We're proud to say it's where we live and where we work. We're so much more than pretty scenery. We are all hardworking, resilient, and resourceful. The vibe is different here. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
It's the First Interstate Bank halftime show, 21-6 at the break. The Saints over the Yotes. And I'm with Dr. John Sack, the president of Carroll College. Dr. Sack, the football program, a deceiving 5-4 win-loss record, 13 points away from having a perfect season. Your volleyball program is in the conference championship game tonight. Your basketball programs are going to be very successful this year. I'm predicting the women will win the national championship. Why Carroll College athletics is so successful?
You know, Rocky, first of all, thank you for inviting me to be with you today. Carroll is successful because we have such incredible students. I mean, our student athletes come here because they want to compete, but they want to compete both on the field and off the field academically. And our coaching staff under the leadership of Charlie Gross is just incredible. So I could not be more proud of Carroll College athletics and what they've done, where they are today, and where they're going.
When you travel and you meet someone that's not familiar with Carroll College, what do you like to tell them about your school?
I like to tell them that Carroll College changes lives. I mean, it forms the whole person to make this planet, to make this world a better place in every possible way. And that's what we're about. We're about leadership. We're about preparing our future nurses and doctors, our future poets, theater performers, you name it. This institution has had such an impact on changing so many lives, not only here in Montana, but across the world, quite frankly.
What does the future hold? What's going to be the big news down the road for Carroll College?
Well, we have some amazing things happening. And one of the things I just launched last week is we are going to grow by 270 full-time students by the year 2027. And we are off to a great start. In fact, on Friday, we had a huge group of prospective students here from across the country. And they're just excited about Carroll. There's a lot of momentum behind Carroll College right now, and the future is just incredible, Rocky.
Dr. John Sack, president of Carroll College, doing some great things here in Helena. It's halftime, 21-6. The Saints out on top on Senior Day.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. Performance, pride, and passion. Three things that define the rich legacy of BF Goodrich tires and the lasting partnership that we've shared over the years. Like the ever-popular BF Goodrich KO2 tire and all the Advantage TA line of tires, stop in and talk to your local performance experts at Wayland Tire and get set up with the right type of tires from the company that invented performance, BF Goodrich.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
And we're back again at Nelson Stadium. Carroll College leads the College of Idaho 21-6. Halftime, Rocky Erickson, Joe McMahon with you. And we'll take a look at some of our Mountain Dew do-overs, special plays of that first half here momentarily. Carroll College with 204 total yards thus far, 189 for the College of Idaho. They lead, the Saints lead at 21-6 in the game that the College of Idaho has to have a victory in order to take a share of that Frontier Conference title. The other two teams vying for that conference title right now, Montana Western and Rocky Mountain College. So the Mountain Dew do-over plays of the first half. Here you'll see Hibbs. He'll fire that ball, and it's picked off by Colin Sassano in that first half, and he returned that ball about 20 yards up the left side, and that was the first turnover of the day that Carroll got. And this is Tuggle on his big run up the right side, 79-yard touchdown run, untouched. Took off from the 21-yard line and scooted into the end zone. That was after Carroll had struggled to run the football the first couple of possessions. Touchdown, that's Carroll's first touchdown. Here you're watching Calzaretta run up the middle, and the ball comes loose. Another turnover for the Yotes. And then this is Perka's touchdown pass to Kyle Pierce. Finds him on about a 30-yard pass over the top into the end zone. The senior on senior day comes up with a touchdown catch. So Pierce with the touchdown, second score. And here's Duncan Kraft on the right side, breaking it down the right side. A block in the back by Pierce right there. Backed the ball up a little bit. But a big run for Duncan Kraft, who's had a interesting first half. Struggled a little bit early, but has picked it up lately. Here's a sack. Perka on a scramble. And this is the Saints' third touchdown. Or didn't get to the touchdown, got the first down inside the 10-yard line. And then number 40 carries it in for Carroll for the third and final score of that first half for Carroll College. So Tuggle with 2 touchdowns on the ground and Pierce with 1 through the air. And the Saints lead it now 21-6. I mentioned the Saints with 204 total yards. The College of Idaho is at 189. Carroll rushing for 170 yards thus far in the game thus far, and 34 yards through the air. So we're going to break away. We're back 21-6. We're back after these messages.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
Get an edge in buying your home by getting pre-qualified for your mortgage today.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Do.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Well, not your typical Frontier Conference game. More rushing yards than passing yards in the first half, and that's for both teams. 34 passing yards for the Saints, 70 for the Yotes, 170 rushing yards, and remember that 79-yard touchdown run from Baxter Tuckle. 119 for the Yotes, 204 for the Saints, 189 for the Yotes. And third down conversions, 0 for 3 for Carroll College. And Carroll College, though, they're on top at the break.
Yeah, they are. It's 21-6, and if you look at this third down efficiency, the Saints are 0 of 3. They haven't converted a third down yet. And turnovers 3 for the Yotes, and that's a big difference right there.
It's a strange game, and we're going to start the second half with another penalty against the Yotes. And they're going to be penalized for take away a timeout because their uniforms are dark and they were supposed to wear white. So they got penalized in the first half for that.
Wow.
And they're going to be penalized again the start of the second half. And, Joe, I've announced literally thousands of games.
Yes, you have.
And I have never seen that call before.
I've never been penalized like that by my wife for wearing the wrong colors. And I do that frequently, according to her, but this is amazing. I agree with you, Rocky. Seen a lot of games myself, and that's a first.
Baxter Tuckle, 100 yards on 5 carries and a 79-yard touchdown run. That's his best game. Kraft's got 66 yards in the contest, and Kel Zaretta with 66 yards. But as you mentioned, late in the first half, he's already carried the football 20 times in this game.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm going to be peeking down there to see if I can find him, because there was a number 42 coming off the field on crutches here when I went down to do that halftime interview for College of Idaho, and it sure looked like him, but maybe not.
Hibbs, 9 of 14, 70 yards, and Perka, he's only completed one pass. It went to Pierce, and it went for 34 yards and a touchdown. So 1 for 6. But when you have success on the ground, why throw?
Yeah, and he did a great job on that last drive for Carroll College on scrambling on that important fourth down. He picked up that first down for them, and that's one thing that he has brought to the table this year for Carroll College is his ability to run and pick up yards.
And remember, folks, if the Yotes lose and Western gets by Rocky in Dillon, there'll be a 3-way tie. Atop the Frontier Conference standings, 3 teams with 7 wins and 3 losses, and the tiebreaker would go to Rocky as the Frontier Conference champs, and Rocky has to be ranked in the top 20, and they're ranked 16th this last week. College of Idaho ranked 18th. Montana Western comes in at number 23, and again, you know, Dickinson State being ranked 19th, and Montana Western beat them this year 42-30. Dickinson State, they've won 66% of their games played, all games since 2000, but against Frontier Conference teams, 7-44, a winning percentage of 14%. So when people say that the Frontier Conference is the SEC of NAIA football, well, that's a true statement.
Certainly is. They just pound on each other all year long, and then a couple of them get into the playoffs and usually do pretty well.
21-6 at the break. It's the Saints out on top. So what adjustments, Joe, do you think the Yotes are going to make here in the second half?
They've done a great job, for the most part, of stopping Carroll rushing-wise. They've given up a couple of big plays that have hurt them on the ground, but for the first 10, 12 minutes of the football game, the Carroll couldn't move the football at all, and they kept trying to, and Parker wasn't having any success through the air, and then that big touchdown run kind of opened things up for Carroll College. And from that point on, their defense, I think their defense changed a little bit for the Yotes, but they need to get back to that. And then offensively, just pound the football. They were able to move the football, running the football up and down the field against Carroll.
Take some time off that clock. 3 turnovers against the Yotes in that first half hurt them as well. A breezy day here, senior day, as the Saints come in 5-4 on the year. College of Idaho 7-2, and the College of Idaho 4-0 on the road this season. They come in riding a 4-game winning streak. The Saints have won 4 of their last 5. Remember, they went 3-1 and won the conference championship in that shortened spring season. I don't know how they're going to do that in the record books. I mean, when they go to 2021, sometimes in the schedule I see it listed as 2020 season.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it actually took place in the spring of 2021.
Yes, just a few months ago.
So 2 seasons in the
I could have asked
same year.
I could have asked Kent Paulson that, and I didn't. He could explain that for us, I'm sure.
it gets confusing.
I'm not going back down there to find him though. That wind's blowing to us.
Oh, that wind was brutal out there. Yeah. You did a great job. You didn't fall down.
No, I kept myself on my pins. Carroll gets the ball.
And Simon's on the kick. Will it go in the end zone? It will not. From the 3-yard line on the return for the Saints. Get out across the 20-yard line is Walden. So
and a late flag. Right down there, Rocky, right down there, the 15-yard line. Might be an illegal block from where it's thrown.
And the College of Idaho there.
Well, it's a personal foul against College of Idaho.
Ouch. So 15 yards for The Saints just underway.
Oh, that was the uniform.
That's the uniform penalty.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm looking to see what happened. I didn't see anything. That's because nothing happened. That's right.
So 15-yard penalty because he did not wear white tops. Where is he going? Are you kidding me?
How many? Do they penalize him for every?
Is it a 30? There's no such thing as a 30-yard penalty, is there?
Well, we just saw one.
Joe, I've seen it all.
This is amazing.
A 30-yard penalty.
If you're a Yote, you're going, what in the world's going on? Just because the uniform's not the right color? Oh, a couple of 15-yarders tacked together there.
Harrison split out wide the left side. Pierce to the right. Duncan Kraft's the ball carrier. Nice defensive pursuit, and Kraft goes nowhere. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Saints.
If you remember, late in the first half, Kraft had a lot of success running across the right side. He got behind that right guard, right tackle, and was really able to move the football.
This is one of the few stadiums where I always remember to bring my sunglasses.
Yep, you're looking south, and that sun can come right over the top of Mount Helen and blast you.
From the Yotes' 45-yard line, Perka's only completed one pass. Perka's going to run. Takes a hit at the line of scrimmage, dives forward for a gain of just a yard. Boy, how important is his first series to set the stage for the second half for both teams?
It's critical. That was Pat Benga who made that tackle, a big tackle, as Perka tried to cut it to the outside. Had he not made that stop, there was a lot of running room, a lot of green grass in front of Jack Perka.
3rd down and 9. Perka 1 for 6, 34 yards and a touchdown. Comes in averaging 30 attempts a game, 211 passing yards a game. 3rd down and 9. Perka back to throw, dumps it out short. It's going to be incomplete. Tony Collins juggled that football, almost had the catch.
Yeah, I should have had the catch. I think it actually hit him right about in the waist. It's one he should have caught, but couldn't quite bring it in. We'll see it on the replay here. Perka laid that ball right out in front of him. But, yeah, good job defensively, however, getting a hand in there, knocking that ball loose by the defender, number 3 for the College of Idaho.
And Marcus Whitman to punt. He had a 60-yard punt in the first half, the true freshman out of Billings Central. That was with the wind, and this is against the wind. Rugby-style kick, and that is not good.
Not what they wanted.
So the line of scrimmage was the 45-yard line, and that was no yardage at all.
No, that was a Charlie Brown punt right there. That thing didn't go very far at all. No, that's not going to make the highlight film. But Carroll comes out of the locker room at halftime and gets 30 yards in penalties, moves it up to mid, can't move the ball. I mean, golden opportunity, and the Yotes defense just stiffens and says, no, you're not going to. We're going to get the ball back right about in the same spot you have it, and they did.
Huge offensive series here for Hibbs and his team. Hibbs looking right all the way, flushed out of the pocket. Hibbs tucks it inside. Hibbs is taken out, a gain of only a yard on the play, and boy, nice defensive pursuit.
Jacob
Potter.
Was it Potter or Jacob Resch, maybe?
No, it's Resch.
It is Resch, yeah.
Those double numbers.
I know.
Wow.
It's hard enough for us up here, do that to us.
It's going to be 2nd down. We're going to call it a long 9 yards. And Hibbs is 9 of 14 on the afternoon, and they're going to keep it on the ground a few yards rushing, and Calzaretta.
It is Calzaretta. Good.
With the carry. Calzaretta is not injured.
He's not. And I'm not kidding you. A double 42 is coming off the field at halftime on crutches. I'm thinking, I missed something here. But nope. Good to see him back there.
It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Yotes. 3 wide receivers to the right side.
Big play of both teams right here.
Hibbs looking right, incomplete, and Nadley was the intended receiver.
Yeah, and he's looking for a flag. He thought number 9 had a hold of him and wasn't letting him move, and that was Colt Truman for Soto, for the Saints. But, yeah,
This is kind of how the first half got started.
It is.
Just neither team could move the football.
Well, these last this possession, first possession by each team here in the second half, it reminds me of last week's game, about the first 2/3 of it. Remember? Back and forth.
Yep.
It's all played in midfield.
Rothy is in to receive the punt from the Yotes.
Looks like Carroll's coming.
And they did. Nice high kick. Rothy calls for the fair catch at the 14-yard line. So neither team can do much of their first possession of the second half. 21-6, Saints out on top early on in the third quarter.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
Voted one of America's best banks by Forbes magazine and earning your vote every day.
Out here, we love our animals, from the wildlife to the livestock. Inside, it's the same. They're just like family. We keep them happy and healthy, most of the time. Secondhand smoke puts pets at risk for cancer, feline lymphoma, vomiting, increases the risk of tumors and lung cancer, even causes eye and skin disease. Secondhand smoke puts your pet's life at risk.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
Rocky Erickson alongside Joe McMahon. First down, Saints.
4-man front for the Yotes. 3 linebackers behind him. One of them sneaking up, might bring a little pressure here on Perka.
Perka handoff, Tuggle takes the left side for about 3 yards. A career game for Baxter Tuggle, 103 yards on the ground. His first 100-yard rushing game. Second down and 7 for the Saints. They just want to keep that ball away from the Yotes. Out on top, 21-6 here.
Yeah, I agree, Rocky. If Carroll could just move the ball methodically down the field using the run game, they'd love that.
And Tuggle with a nice move, and that surge, he gets pushed for a first down out across the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
and,
that's big. Number 2 for the Yotes had a good handle on him, but he just couldn't get any help in bringing him down.
Well, he had a lot of help as he gets pushed. Watch this.
First hit.
He stopped, and then the offensive line, well.
Just start pushing.
It works. Pierce to the left side with Harrison. First down and 10. The Saints have put the ball up just 7 times on the afternoon, but they've had a lot of success on the ground. Here comes Tuggle again, takes a big hit. At the 30, he's going down, but a 6-yard gain for Baxter Tuggle.
So that's his 8th carry, and he is up near 110 yards or so. He's having a big day.
Not a lot of offensive plays in the game for the Saints. They've had 24 rushing plays and just 7 through the air. It's going to be second down and 5. Tuggle's got 111 yards. Kraft has 67 yards. Tied into the right side. And give it to Tuggle again. And Tuggle's going to be close to the first down for the 35, just short. A gain of 4 for Baxter Tuggle.
And we haven't given enough credit to that offensive front for Carroll. They really have begun to battle and push now, and it's really starting to take control of that line, Rocky.
They're opening up some holes.
Tuggle's from Laramie, Wyoming, so he's used to this wind. This is nothing.
Exactly.
This is no problem for him. Feels like home.
3rd down and a yard in that tight formation. Bring in the big blocker. Need to get to the 35-yard line. Tuggle's going to come in motion. They're going to hand it off
to Mafu.
To Mafu, and he did not get it.
Nope.
Usually they use him as a blocker. Well, he ran before.
He did. We caught a pass last weekend, if you remember that in that overtime game. But, credit to College of Idaho. They were ready for that. They had scouted them well, studied the film, and knew that Mafu was not beyond carrying the football, so they were keeping an eye on him, and they were there.
So they're going to punt it away. And new kicker, Brock Haldy, will punt against the wind. Snap back. And Paldy gets the kick off. That's a nice kick.
It's a good roll.
Inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. And the Yotes will take over, and both teams are struggling, moving the football here in quarter number 3.
At Rocky Mountain Credit Union, we call this community home, just like you.
That's why we take a locally focused approach for our members.
Your financial success is our primary goal.
Whether you're refinancing your home,
buying a car,
starting a business,
or just need help with a checking or savings account,
we'll give you the financial tools you need to grow.
At Rocky Mountain Credit Union, we're here for all life's events, big and small.
Stop by your local branch or visit rmcu.net to learn more.
Not all tires are created equally. Some tires take 50 to 60 more feet to stop. And you don't need that on our Montana wintry roads. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Helena and let our knowledgeable team help you find the right tires for you, your family, and your vehicle this winter season. Point S Tire and Auto Service, keeping our roads safer one tire at a time. Make sure to ask about our best price tire match guarantee.
It's 7 a.m., and Mike is reading Plato. He's trying to get ahead of the other 6 kids in his ethics class. Pretty soon, he's going to grab some breakfast with his friends. After that, he's meeting with Dr. Klein about his thesis on partial differential equations. Later, he's got a meeting about a possible internship. And after that, practice. Big meet against Montana State tomorrow. He's got a busy week. He's got a busy life. But for right now, it's 7 a.m. and Mike is reading Plato. Carroll College. Not for school, but for life.
Well, we've talked about it all day, Joe. 3-way tie in the Frontier, and Dillon, the Montana Western leads against Rocky 14-0. So
it could happen.
If Western wins and Carroll wins, you got the College of Idaho, Western and Rocky all at 7-3. A 3-way tie in the Frontier Conference.
Long ways to go here, though. College of Idaho, pretty explosive.
Elzaretti on the carry, a gain of about 3 yards on that play.
And on the top.
Yeah, I mean, if the Yotes come out on top here.
Right. They can win it.
They win it all.
Yeah, they do. Yep, you're right. Tucker Jones in on that tackle for Carroll. Quietly, T.J. Abraham is having a great day for Carroll. He has 11 tackles thus far, 7 solo.
Unbelievable. 2nd down and 7 for the Yotes, who are struggling moving the football here in this second half. Calzaretti is going to go in motion, and Cobb, the ball carrier, gets through first line of defenders. Cobb picks up about 4, 3rd down and short.
Good
Coming
run.
up for the Yotes. You know, we don't give enough credit to both teams' defenses in this football game.
So Colin Sassano made a great stop right there. Just filled the hole. Watch this replay. You'll see him come in and not quit on the play and be right there to pick him up when the running back broke that first tackle.
3rd down and short. The Carroll defense has been outstanding against the #1 rushing team in the Frontier Conference. Calzaretti, 22 carries already. 3rd down and short. They need 3, and they come off the right side. That's going to be Alexander. He's going to be close. I think he's got it.
Yeah, it looks like from the far official coming across the field on the spot that he's got it by about a half yard or a yard. So 1st down for College of Idaho, and they've got to move the football here and get some points on the board. We're halfway through the 3rd quarter here.
Boy, yards are tough. 1st downs aren't easy.
Nope.
New set of downs for the Yotes.
And number 20 has stepped in for Calzaretta. That's Alexander. He's got just 5 carries, but he's got 28 yards on the day.
And they've had 6 different people carry the football in this game. And in motion, Natalie, and he's going to, out of nowhere, it's going to be an interception. Wow, what a defensive play.
Yeah, Michael Ons came just crashing up, read that perfectly. Hopefully we can get that on a replay, but he just timed it perfectly, stepped up and picked it off. Great.
Ons, that is his 3rd interception on the season. Wow.
If he keeps his feet, he's in the end zone.
Exactly.
But a great play by Michael Hans to make that catch.
4 turnovers against the Yotes, but let's give credit to that Saints defense.
Absolutely. The secondary is playing well, and that entire defensive front is really starting to shine right now.
And to watch him keep this one on the ground, Duncan Kraft is in 70 yards on 10 carries on the afternoon. This drive will start on the 32-yard line. Play action. And Perka wants to throw, and Perka's going to be sacked back at the 40, and that's going to be a loss of 7.
Big play by the Yotes defensively, number 47 with the sack, but that was a coverage sack. There was no place for him to throw that football. And number 47, the defensive end, Willie Nelson, not the guy from Texas, but Willie Nelson came through and applied the pressure and got him down.
The Yotes are down by 2 scores. And that one's going to be 2nd down and 19.
So now it looks like Carroll's in a position where they have to throw the football. They haven't done that a lot today.
Pearson Harrison to the left side. Screen pass is caught and out inside the 30-yard line. Wow.
Cameron Rothy.
Nice run after the catch.
Yeah, it looked like they had him bottled up for a gain of maybe a couple, but he broke to the outside and got to the boundary and tiptoed his way up the sideline, picked up another 10 yards.
It was Harrison on the reception. And remember, they were backed up. It was 2nd and 19. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 9. Perka, that was just his 2nd completion of the afternoon. First time he had a completion that did not result in a touchdown. 3 wide receivers to the right side, low snap.
Pressure coming.
Perka looking right, throws to Harrison again a little bit behind him, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, and he had him. He'd like to do that over. He threw it just a little bit behind him. He can just lead Harrison just a little bit. Harrison had made a good cut, just a slant route. Right over the middle of the field, which is open today for Carroll.
Well, they're going to go for it.
Might as well, yeah.
4th down and 8. Perka 2 for 9, 44 yards through the air. 3 wide receivers right side on 4th down and long. Trying to draw him off sides. Duncan Kraft is back with Perka, and it's going to be a quick kick from the quarterback, and that punt to the 15-yard line, an 18-yard punt, and not a bad idea. I mean, the College of Idaho, they have struggled big time in the second half, moving that football. We're going to take a timeout. Saints up by 15.
I got home from work early, walked in the front door, and immediately felt like I got smacked in the face with a rotten egg. I've smelled a natural gas leak before, so I went right back outside and called Northwestern Energy. They came over immediately. Turns out one of the burners on the stove wasn't turned off all the way, and fumes were filling the room. It's a good thing they add that rotten egg smell to natural gas. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. It's a full-time job keeping these two safe, but with Northwestern Energy's help, it's a little easier.
COVID-19 has been very detrimental to my community. We live in multi-generational households, so we've had like entire households of 13 get affected. It's taken my dad. I've been administering the vaccine since December, and I have not seen anybody have like a severe allergic reaction. We do need to get vaccinated as a state as soon as possible so we can get back to normal life.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. Performance, pride, and passion, 3 things that define the rich legacy of BF Goodrich tires and the lasting partnership that we've shared over the years. Like the ever-popular BF Goodrich KO2 tire and all the Advantage TA line of tires, stop in and talk to your local performance experts at Wayland Tire and get set up with the right type of tires from the company that invented performance, BF Goodrich.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
Rocky Erickson, Joe McMahon. It's going to be first down and 10. The Yotes, another opportunity, but they're back at the 15-yard line. Hibbs wants to throw on first down. He's going down. Big defensive play.
Yep. You know, on the stop that time for Carroll College, number 94, he just came flying through there. He almost unblocked, but that was Garrett Kokap.
Kokap, third on the team, coming in with 42 tackles. And that is a loss of 8. It's going to be second down and 18. The line of scrimmage is the 7-yard line now.
He's got 6.5 sacks now on the season, Garrett does.
Hibbs from his end zone takes a hit.
Pick
It's
off.
going to be intercepted again. The 5th turnover for this Saints defense.
Zebra.
They have been outstanding.
Yeah, number 29, Dawson Zebarth, is right there to make that catch. Remember, he came off earlier, kind of holding his right arm, but obviously he's better. And he stepped up and made a big pick. Let's see if Carroll can do something with it offensively now. They've been given a couple of gifts here and have not been able to cash it in points here in the second half.
Wow. Hibbs, he only had 6 interceptions all year and 8 starts, and he has 3 in this game. It's going to be first down and 10 of the Saints. Will work from the 24-yard line of the Yotes. Tuggle is back in, and Tuggle to the right side, and Tuggle goes nowhere, no gain.
No, great job defensively coming up from the secondary to help out that time. That was Harden. Both the safeties for College of Idaho are studs. You got Harden on one side and Benga on the other side. Harden 70 tackles on the season, 15 pass breakups.
Second down and 10 for the Saints. Neither team has scored the second half. 4.5 left to be played. This is quarter number 3 from Helena. On the game of the week, fake the handoff. Perka pass is completed, and short gain, tight end. Hilliard on the catch for the Saints. Gilliard makes the catch, and it's going to be a long third down coming up.
So, again, the defense for the College of Idaho has stiffened up. And, I mean, they've been put in terrible positions as far as field position for Carroll College offensively. The Yotes have responded each time, beginning with that 30-yard penalty to start the second half.
This entire second half has been played on this end of the field.
Yep.
And the Saints letting that clock run off. Third down.
Yeah, they're in no hurry.
And 8. Rothy, Harrison, Pierce to the left side. And that's where Perka's looking. And Perka's going to go to the end zone to Pierce. Incomplete. He overthrew him. He's already has a touchdown on the afternoon.
And they'll go for it here on fourth down, but that's one he'd like to have back as well because you're right, Pierce was wide open. Ran a great route.
It's going to be 4th down and 8. Coming up here for the Saints. Well, that can't be right. 4th down and 8 from the 23-yard line. Rothy and Harrison to the right side. Pierce, Collins on the other side. Tuggle stays in the backfield with Perka as a blocker. Perka flushed out, and Perka will throw it up, and he's going to throw that one out of the end zone. And was that Collins? Collins went into the stands trying to make the catch. And, boy, did we got a shot of that?
I don't know. Tony is need to refreshed his mind there. Once you step across that white line, you got about 10 yards to the students, so you can just let that one go.
Perka almost went down, airs it out, and Collins may not have known where he was, and Collins goes in to the student section down there.
Would have been a nice catch down there, but that wouldn't have counted anyway. So they would not have had to send it up to replay for us to tell him if he was in bounds or not. We call that one from up here.
Well, the Yotes are back on the field.
That defensive line for Carroll is really starting to play well right now.
The Yotes are struggling offensively here. And Hibbs wants to air it out down the right sidelines and incomplete. And the intended receiver was Bo Stevens.
And T.J. Abraham right there on the coverage. He's having a big day. I mentioned he has 11. Now he has 12 tackles on the game. 12 tackles for him and 7 solo tackles in the game.
Great coverage. Second down and 10. Hibbs, 9 of 18. Just 70 yards, have been picked off 3 times in the game. Hibbs airs it out. Pass is caught, and that is going to be a first down. But wait a minute. Laundry on the field again.
Yeah, it was Ben Hubie, one of their tight ends, who lost his helmet in the process of that. Let's see what the penalty flag is all about. See it on the replay. Hibbs fires it out to the right there. The defender comes up quickly, but it gets nothing but the tight end's helmet, pulls it off, and the play continues. He gets out of bounds.
Herbie, the tight end, made the catch.
Oh, face mask against Carroll. So when that helmet came off, he must have grabbed the mask on the way.
Automatic first down. Score stays 14-0 in Dillon. Montana Western over Rocky Mountain College. Too bad, Joe, that the teams have to play each other more than once, and they beat each other up, and they have more losses than the other teams that are nationally ranked.
Yeah. Tough conference. Frontier Conference year in and year out produces really good football teams.
Well, the Yotes get a first down on the face mask. They'll work from the 42-yard line. 3:10 left to be played here in the third quarter, and they're going to keep it on the ground. And with the carry, Gilbert inside the 40. Gilbert to the 30-yard line before T.J. Abraham finally brings him down. That's a gain of 24 yards.
Great run
for Gilbert.
Yeah, great job that time by Hunter Gilbert. Came off the left side. A lot of open ground in front of him, and he just kept going. And T.J. Abraham with his 13th tackle, but not until he picked up significant yardage.
Boy, if the Yotes score, we got ourselves a football game.
Yes, we do.
First down and 10. They're 30 yards away. Hibbs out of the shotgun. He's 10 of 19 on the afternoon. And Calzaretti gets the call. Gain of about 3 yards on that play. You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Joe. It's so hard to pick up yards in the game. Both teams, their defenses have been just amazing.
Yeah, they've been really stingy. Kokab there on the tackle that time. But, yeah, Calzaretta has found tough sledding all day long. He's got 22 carries, 73 yards.
It's going to be second down and 7 from the 27-yard line. Calzaretta stays in. Here comes the pressure. They dump it out short, and the pass is caught by Bo Stevens, but that was almost intercepted.
Yeah, Hibbs may want to rethink some of those throws. He just had one picked off just moments ago, and he almost had another one because he threw that one right behind Abraham's ear.
Abraham had a shot on this as we watch the replay. Dangerous pass.
Yep, Abraham was engaged with the blocker that time, but went right by his ear.
It's going to be third down and 7. Yotes need a touchdown. They've only scored once. They come into the game averaging 29 points a game.
They need this first down. Big play for them.
Third down and 6, and they go nowhere. Alexander got the call. Big defensive stop for the Saints.
Yeah, and that's number 92 for Carroll on that front line. That's Colton Ball, and he just came crashing through.
Now it's going to be fourth down. They're going to say a loss on the play of only a yard, so it's going to be 4th down and 7. Hibbs, 10 of 20, 75 yards on the afternoon, been picked off 3 times today. 3 wide receivers are going to line up on the left side for Hibbs, and they're going to take a timeout. Remember, they lost a timeout. Are they going to take a timeout?
Yeah.
Timeout. They lost a timeout because of the color of their uniform in the first half and the second half. So just 27 seconds left to be played in the third quarter. The Saints lead it 21-6, and that's going to leave the Yotes with just one timeout left.
Carroll's got all 3, but you're right. Yotes just with 1. That's when you're down and you're trying to rally here. Boy, those are valuable.
Rocky Erickson alongside Joe McMahon. And Joe, our last college game of the season, and it's
been fun.
It's been fun.
Yes, it has. It's been a good game.
And we'd like to thank our Frontier Conference corporate sponsors for their continued support of the Frontier. Those sponsors include Cooper Tire, Tire-Rama, D.A. Davidson, Irk Hotels, McDonald's, Northwestern Energy, Pepsi, and U.S. Bank. So 4th down and 8. Huge play for the Yotes. They're down 15. They need to keep this drive alive. Hibbs. It's going to roll left. Hibbs. He's over the line of scrimmage. The pass is incomplete. No penalty flag, but the Saints are getting the ball back. I'm not sure if he was over the line or not. I don't think so. It was close.
Yeah. Big play by Carroll defensively. Big stop right there. They get the ball back to their offense and see what their offense can do because the Yotes defense has been stingy here in the second half.
1st down and 10. Saints get it back. Just 20 seconds left to be played in this third quarter. A 15-point lead for Carroll. They come in 5-4. College of Idaho 7-2. Carroll won back on October 2nd, 28-21. Kraft with the call, the 30. Kraft, the 35-yard line, and a gain of 7.
Nice run by Duncan Kraft that time. Number 39 in on the tackle that time.
Neither team scores in this third quarter. As the third quarter comes to an end, the Saints out on top of the Yotes, 21-6.
Since before the birth of America, the Army National Guard has stood ready to answer the call to defend and protect the nation. Army National Guard soldiers share in an enduring commitment to serve their state in times of crisis and defend their nation in times of conflict. The men and women of the Army National Guard serve part-time in their own communities and have a stake in its continued security. To learn all about the benefits of becoming a soldier in the Army National Guard, visit nationalguard.com.
Not all tires are created equally. Some tires take 50 to 60 more feet to stop, and you don't need that on our Montana wintry roads. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Helena and let our knowledgeable team help you find the right tires for you, your family, and your vehicle this winter season. Point S Tire and Auto Service, keeping our roads safer one tire at a time. Make sure to ask about our best price tire match guarantee.
I don't feel like just another account. I actually feel like a person and a friend and part of a community.
We came to Ascent because we knew that they would look beyond the credit score at character.
At the Myrna Loy, we have a mission, and we work with Ascent Bank because they work that way too.
At Ascent Bank, we believe banking is more than providing financial services. It's starting to think outside the box for the benefit of our customers, because that benefits them, and that's the right thing to do.
Ascent Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And this is quarter number 4. Saints out on top, 21-6, 237 yards of offense for Carroll College, 231 for the Yotes.
Missed opportunities for both teams in that third quarter. Resulted in no points.
It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Pierce in motion. They work from the 35-yard line. Duncan Kraft gets the call. 1st down and then some. Kraft out to the 45-yard line. That is going to be a gain of 10 yards. So Kraft's got 84. Tuggle's got 120. The Saints are ending up with 2 backs over 100 yards.
They are showing some strength of running that football, and that's exactly what they want to do offensively, is move the ball on the ground, let that clock run, and force the Yotes to use that last time out when they don't want to.
1st down for Carroll College. 5 turnovers against the Yotes, and Duncan Kraft, the Billings Central star, gets to about 3 yards. The score remains 14-0. Montana Western over Rocky with 34 seconds left to be played in the 2nd quarter. That game kicked off at 1. We kicked off here at noon.
Cade Flint with the last tackle for the Yotes.
2nd down and 7. The Saints 2 yards short of midfield. Perka, Kraft again, this time the right side. Kraft taking a beating, gets about 4 yards, and those are not easy yards.
Those are not. He's earning every piece of it. It's not like his buddy Baxter Tuckle, who took one for 79 yards. We'll see it on the replay here. He gets gang tackled while Carroll's offensive line's on the other side trying to push him forward.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3 just across midfield for the Saints.
Yeah, this is a big play for both teams here. Carroll wants to obviously keep this drive going, but for the College of Idaho, they've got to get that ball back to their offense.
They're down by 2 scores. Pierce and Harrison to the left side. Will Perka put it up? He has struggled, just 3 of 12, and the Saints are going to use their first timeout of the 2nd half. With 13:10 left to be played in the 4th, it's 21-6.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
It's 7 a.m., and Mike is reading Plato. He's trying to get ahead of the other 6 kids in his ethics class. Pretty soon, he's going to grab some breakfast with his friends. After that, he's meeting with Dr. Klein about his thesis on partial differential equations. Later, he's got a meeting about a possible internship. And after that, practice. Big meet against Montana State tomorrow. He's got a busy week. He's got a busy life. But for right now, it's 7 a.m., and Mike is reading Plato. Carroll College. Not for school, but for life.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups.
This is Mountain Dew. A rush of crisp and refreshing flavor. Delivering a bold citrus kick. Dew.
Back at Nelson Stadium and a big 3rd and 3 for the Carroll College Fighting Saints. Just underway here in the 4th quarter with the Saints on top 21-6.
Western now goes up 21-0 over Rocky. Big play here for Carroll College. Perka takes the low snap. Perka's going to arrow it out to Pierce, incomplete. Can the Yotes move the football? They need to score twice, and if the score stays in Dillon, then the Yotes need a win here, and they would outright win.
Yep. 2 drives,
the
couple of
Frontier
scores,
Conference.
and stop Carroll, and you can win the Frontier Conference. It's right there in front of them. Easier said than done. Carroll defensively has been lights out here in the 2nd half.
Paldy back punting for Carroll College. On 4th down and 3. Low snap. Paldy gets a kickoff with the wind. Takes a Saints bounce and down to about the 8-yard line. So the Yotes offense will take over. They have struggled, just 75 passing yards. Hibbs been picked off 3 times this afternoon.
In the Army National Guard, you'll serve part-time to be ready to respond at all times. You'll train to master the skills and equipment used to keep the nation secure and its enemies on the run. You'll learn to be a leader and a member of a team. Become part of a time-honored tradition of vigilance and selfless service. Find your adventure at NationalGuard.com.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
Get an edge in buying your home by getting pre-qualified for your mortgage today.
It's 7 a.m., and Mike is reading Plato. He's trying to get ahead of the other 6 kids in his ethics class. Pretty soon, he's going to grab some breakfast with his friends. After that, he's meeting with Dr. Klein about his thesis on partial differential equations. Later, he's got a meeting about a possible internship. And after that, practice. Big meet against Montana State tomorrow. He's got a busy week. He's got a busy life. But for right now, it's 7 a.m., and Mike is reading Plato. Carroll College. Not for school, but for life.
The Yotes need 2 scores to win the Frontier Conference Championship. Hibbs threw that one over his receiver's head, the intended receiver, Gagnon, and Hibbs now 11 of 22, 75 yards, picked off 3 times on the afternoon. The Yotes have been, they've turned the ball over 5 times in this game. That's hard to win.
Yeah, and he's getting a lot of pressure now. Durfee that time said hello right after he threw the football. Here he comes again, the linebacker.
Hibbs looking left. Nadley makes the catch. Great tackle, and Nadley gets across the 20-yard line. T.J. Abraham needs to be the Frontier Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, it's just he's having a career day. That's 15 tackles for him.
First down for the Yotes. They've got 16 first downs. Carroll's got 10 first downs. 12 and a half minutes left to be played in this game, the final game of the regular season for both these teams. Senior day here at Carroll College. Hibbs under pressures. No. Receivers wide open.
Yeah, the defender
and
fell down.
And he overthrew him as the defender went down. Kerps was wide open on that play.
Kylie Watts had the coverage, and he fell about 15 yards, 10 yards back and went to the ground. He's coming off the field. I'm not sure he's not.
Oh, that would have been
there.
huge.
Yeah. They had Krebs, the freshman, true freshman, open. But Hibbs is having a hard time throwing the football this afternoon.
Well, both quarterbacks have struggled.
Yeah, he's 12 of 23, and I'm sure this win doesn't help.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10 from the 23-yard line. The Yotes held at just 7 points. Hibbs. Pass is caught. Nadley. And another tackle for T.J. Abraham, and that's going to be a first down.
Yeah, great throw that time by Hibbs. He just set his feet and fired that football. Got it out quickly before the pressure could get there. Planted that back foot, put it in the ground, and fired it.
Fewest points scored by the Yotes this season was a win over Southern Oregon, 17-15. They've won their last 4 games. They're ranked 18th in the nation. First down and 10, 36-yard line. Down 2 scores here. Hibbs over the middle finds his receiver Nadley again. And wow, he threw that one in a lot of traffic.
That was a dart, and that's his best throw of the day right there. Right over the middle. Abraham with another tackle. You can see this on the relay or on the replay. Hibbs firing that football, and Abraham right there, but a great throw.
What does TJ have for tackles?
I think right now that would be 16 tackles.
Wow.
Fourth quarter left to play.
First down and 10. 3 wide receivers left side. Hibbs getting hot. Hibbs is deflected, almost intercepted.
Sassano.
And that would have been the 4th interception of the game for the Saints.
And the second one for Colin Sassano. He got his hands on that football and just could not quite bring it in, but a great job in breaking it up.
Clock stopped on the incompletion. 11:32 left to be played in this one. 21-6 is Saints lead. Second down and 10. Hibbs looking left, throws in traffic again to Natalie in double coverage, and that's going to be a gain of about 5.
Yeah, good job that time defensively. Carroll closing quickly. Sassano and Abraham racks up another tackle. Drop him after a gain, as you said, about 5 yards. So for College of Idaho, good drive going, and they don't want it to die right here. They've got to get this first down.
It's going to be 3rd down and 5. You know they're going to go for it on 4th down if they come up short, down by 15 points.
They have to.
Hibbs looking right. Nadley's favorite receiver makes the catch, and I believe he's going to have a first down. Nadley came in with 38 receptions on the year. Number 1, that was his 9th catch of this game, and a first down for the Yotes. They score and convert, and it's 21-13. That missed PAT still might haunt him.
That's big.
Still be 8 points. First down and 10, 35-yard line. Alexander gets the call, finds a hole inside the 30, and that's going to be a gain of 7 for Alexander, and he's over 30 yards on the afternoon, and the Yotes are moving the football.
They are. They rumbled on you can see it on the replay, a great run by Alexander. Colin Sassano made the tackle for Carroll, but he just found the hole on the outside and bounced it out. They've had some success running on that side.
But how many times has they had a nice drive and then turned the ball over? 5 turnovers in the game. Alexander's going to try the left side, and Alexander will maybe get a yard on that play. That defense for Carroll College has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, they've done a great job throughout the entire game.
They shut out Northern this year. They held Eastern Oregon to 10 points in week 3 and lost that game, 10-7. 1-point loss to Southern Oregon as well. It's going to be 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 4 from the 27-yard line. Two wide receivers to the right side.
Here they come.
Hibbs will throw on 3rd down. Hibbs airs it out incomplete, and Bo Stevens, the intended receiver, he had room to run for the first down.
He did. He could have run that football up the left sideline, up the boundary, and picked it up, but decided to try and work that ball in, and the passes fell incomplete. So it's 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They have to. They got to get it here.
16 of 29, 132 yards, no touchdowns. Been picked off 3 times. 4th down for the College of Idaho. This is big.
Number 1 right here. Watch him on the slant.
4th and 3.
There he comes.
Hibbs looking to the right side, incomplete. Natalie, the intended receiver, and unable to make the catch. The Saints will take over on downs.
Yeah, he had him. He threw a little bit behind him. Sassano there on the coverage for Carroll College, but that's his go-to guy, number 1. And tried to pick up that first down with a quick slant, and the ball just not able to make that completion. So they turn it over on downs, and Carroll gets it back, and it's up to Carroll right now to run some time off that clock, give their defense time to rest, and maybe get another score. They put another score on the board, and the game's over.
First down and 10, 28-yard line. Tuggle is back in. Tuggle with the carry, and Tuggle maybe a yard. A career game for Tuggle, 121 yards on the afternoon. Kraft with 91 yards. Collins will check back in, and boy, how important is that clock right now? And the Yotes have no timeouts left.
Nope, they've used them all. So this is they're in a tough situation right now, down by 15 with 8:41 to go in the game.
It's going to be second down at 8. Pierce will come in motion. Fake the handoff to Tuggle. Perka to Pierce and overthrew him. And not a great afternoon for Jack Perka. He is 3 of 14 in the game.
Yeah, and he had Pierce there open. Just have to get the ball to him, and he overthrew him, as you mentioned. But the coverage was there. Abdul was there, but Abdul's given away about 5-6 inches to Pierce in height. So you just got to get the ball where he can go up and out jump that defender, and it's completion every time if you're accurate with your pass.
Rothi will check in on third down and long here. Perka gets hit. Perka is going to be sacked.
Big play. Great job that time. Number 55 came running through, and that's Teagan, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, it was number 55 that came in. It was Keegan McCoy, the defensive player of the week for the Frontier Conference last week.
And Paldi is into punt. And Hunter Gilbert is back on the return.
And tip your hat to the Yotes defense, Rocky. They came up with a stop when they had to.
How about Gilbert bringing this one back on a punt or maybe a block? Not going to happen. And Gilbert is going to pick it up on 2 bounces at the 32-yard line. Gilbert's got some green across the 40 and the 45-yard line. And his defenders go chase him out and knock over a bench. 7:24 left to be played. 21-6. Saints out on top.
At Wayland Tire, it's service first, quality always. So stop in today and let us find the right set of Michelin tires for you. If you value longevity, check out the Michelin Defender family, Michelin's longest lasting family of tires on the road. Whether you drive a car, minivan, SUV, or truck, you'll be able to do more for more miles. Come visit our team of experts at Wayland Tire so we can match you with the right tire for the way you drive.
Wayland Tire. We know tires.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers can get 2.49% financing and $1,000 cash allowance on this Silverado. Plus, unlock your code to claim $500 Chevy Cyber Cash on most Silverado 1500 crew cab pickups.
A1 Rentals, serving Helena since 1959, offers rental items for the do-it-yourselfer to major construction companies. Backhoes, floor care, lawn equipment, automotive, concrete work, generators, heaters, electrical, drywall, and more. We can help with any job, no matter how big or small. And don't forget about our party rentals and retail store at Parties Plus. Planning an event? We can help. From tents to catering to decorations. A1 Rentals and Parties Plus on Cedar Street in Helena.
Rocky Erickson, Joe McMahon, first down and 10. The Yotes still alive, down by 15. Natalie's going to come into motion. Hibbs looking left. Hibbs to Natalie again. Did Natalie make the catch?
He did. Great
catch.
catch.
Wow, that was impressive.
Boy, Zach Spiroff was there on coverage, but Natalie went up and caught that ball, somehow held on to it, absorbed the hit, and got that foot down.
Natalie had 38 catches on the season. That was number 1 on his team, and he's got 10 this afternoon. The Yotes are 42 yards away from making this a one-score game. Hibbs, now he looks to the right side. Pass is caught, and a gain of about 5 yards on that play. The tight end, Herbie, made the catch.
So they quickly moved the ball up the field. The College of Idaho is getting more comfortable that Hibbs is their quarterback and throwing the football. He struggled in the first 3 quarters, but he, from about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter till now, has really started to get a rhythm.
Hibbs has put it up 33 times in this game. It's going to be 2nd down and 5. Hibbs over the middle. Pass is incomplete.
Okay, the rhythm just got broken. He threw that one way over number 19's head. That's Krebs, the freshman.
The most attempts in a game for Hibbs, 35, and what a game that was. Against Montana Western, he was 30 of 35 for 299 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. And you know if they come up short, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yep, they have to.
No timeout, 6.5 left to be played in the game.
Here comes some pressure.
Yotes trying to win the conference championship. Quick pass, caught. And is it enough for the 1st down? The tight end, Herbie makes the catch and move the chains.
Wow,
First down.
Credit to Hibbs. He saw that pressure coming. Carroll sent 6 on that. And they got to him, but not. He stepped right up and threw the football and took the hit. And then threw a dart.
Carroll College won when they played at the College of Idaho 28-21, despite the fact that the Yotes had more yards of offense, 345 to 271. 1st down and 10, 31-yard line. Hibbs to the right side, incomplete, and it was deflected, and that could have easily been intercepted. Connor Gagan was the intended receiver.
Yeah, and Zach Spearoff was coming off the right edge for Carroll defensively as a cornerback on a blitz, and Hibbs saw him coming and had to deliver that ball a little earlier than what he wanted.
Clock is stopped on the incompletion. 6 minutes left, final game of the regular season. Yotes trying to win the Frontier Conference Championship outright. Only one conference team is going to go to the postseason. Hibbs dumps it out short. That may have been deflected. Alexander was the intended receiver. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Carroll defensively just hanging in there.
Season high, 37 passing attempts for Hibbs.
See on the replay, possibly tip pass, but big 3rd down here, 3rd and 10. They need to get some of that back. As you mentioned, Rocky, 4-down territory here for the Yotes.
They work from the 31-yard line. Hibbs eludes one defender. Pass incomplete. Natalie, I believe, may have been the intended receiver.
I think he was, but Hibbs had a lot of open real estate in front of him. He could have run that football for quite a ways.
Halftime in Dillon, Western over Rocky, 21-0. Western 6-3. Rocky comes in 7-2, tied with the Yotes. 4th down.
Big 4th down here for both teams offensively. The Yotes, this is their season right here. Got to pick this up.
They need to get to the 21-yard line. Stay alive in this game.
Dropped it.
And Hibbs dropped the football. He picks it up. Hibbs will throw. It's going to be incomplete. Connor Gagnon was the intended receiver, and that was not pretty.
No, he dropped the football, and that kind of just throws the timing off on the play. But he had some time. He rolled to his left and just fired it low.
Carroll College will get it back.
How about that Carroll defense, Rocky?
Whoa, man, they're the MVP of this game.
Yeah, they are.
The Carroll defense is definitely the MVP of the game. 320 yards for the Yotes, but only 6 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's all been between the 20s.
And now the Saints, can they run the clock out with a couple of 1st downs? The Yotes cannot stop it. They have no timeouts left. 3 wide receivers left side. They're going to keep it on the ground. As expected, Duncan Kraft goes for about 4 yards on that carry.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Perka take off with the ball here. He's a pretty good runner, and they are not paying a lot of attention to him on the read pass options.
Duncan Kraft, and that was his 14th carry of this football game. What a job he's done for the injured Matthew Burgess. 2nd down and 6. They work from the 35-yard line. Kraft is 5 yards away from a 100-yard rushing game again this season. And Kraft gets the 100 yards and then some. Out to the 48-yard line. Wow. And for Duncan Kraft, it's the 4th time this year He's been over 100 yards, went for 155 against Northern, 148 against Tech, and 145 against Southern Oregon.
And a big first down for Carroll. Keeps that clock rolling. So for Carroll, two backs with over 100 yards in the game today.
That is impressive, and let's give credit to that offensive line.
Absolutely.
And they are not going to be throwing the football here. And why would they? Perkins only put the ball up 14 times. He only has 3 completions. They only have 46 passing yards in the game. And they're taking a lot of the time clock off again, and Duncan Kraft to midfield. Well, Kraft had a big game. Tuggle has had a big game. The offensive line have played fantastic, but it's been the defense for Carroll College who are the real heroes in this game. The Saints, 13 points away from having a perfect season. They have 4 losses on the year by a combined 13 points. And, boy, Duncan Kraft's going to be sore when this game's over.
He is. Keegan McCoy picks up his 6th tackle on that play for the Yotes.
Well, TJ Abraham's got to be our
He's at 19.
player of the game.
Yeah, he's got to be.
I mean, 19 tackles, unbelievable. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. The Saints work from midfield. Kraft's going to try the right side, takes it at the line. Kraft goes down. He may have picked up a yard. 3rd and long coming up. The Yotes with no timeouts left. 3.5 left to be played. The Saints up by 15.
Dylan Martinez with the tackle that time for College of Idaho. So big 3rd down here. But you're under 4 minutes and you need 2 scores. The College of Idaho has got to stop Carroll here.
Rocky Erickson with Joe McMahon, the final game of the regular season. The Yotes want to extend their season, but they need a win. 3rd down and 5 for the Saints. They get a first down here. This game would be over. Here comes Duncan Kraft. He's not going to get it. Kraft needed 5. He picked up 2. 4th down coming up. But, Joe, the line of scrimmage is the 46-yard line. You get a first down, this game is over.
Yep.
They have no timeouts. Why not go for it?
I think that's exactly what Coach Purcell's thinking about right now. Slowly the punt team makes its way out there. They're going to kick the football away, but he's thinking about it.
There's not a punter out there. Yeah, there is. I didn't see Paldy, so Paldy set to punt. Can the Yotes score twice with 2:17 to go?
What's a tall order against a defense that's been pretty stingy all day for Carroll College.
And Paldy with the kick. No fair catch called for. And on the return is going to be the running back, Hunter Gilbert. Gilbert gets out of bounds. So 1:59. The College of Idaho need 2 scores to win the conference championship. 21-0. University of Montana Western out on top of Rocky in Dillon. We talked about it all day, the possibility of a 3-way tie. Tiebreaker, I believe, goes to Rocky.
Correct.
Fewest points given up to conference opponents, which is not 100% fair because not everybody plays everybody.
That's true. Yeah, that's not balanced out equally. And
Well,
some teams you play twice.
Does Hibbs have some magic left? 19 of 39. His 40th pass, his receivers wide open. Connor Gagan moved the chains. And the Saints defense, they're playing soft. They'll give him the short stuff. They need to score twice, only 5 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, they need to get up and get on the ball. He's got them up at the line of scrimmage, and they're set to go as soon as the official sets the football.
A season-high 40 passing attempts from a team that leads the conference in rushing. Saints want an offsides penalty, not going to get it. Hibbs
Picked
airs
off.
it out. Is it intercepted?
Nope, he dropped it.
No.
Oh, that was close.
That would have been the 4th interception of the game.
Yeah, it was
for the Saints.
I think it was Sparoff out there. He timed that pretty good, but he just missed the ball. I'd like to take another shot at that. Sometimes everything works well. You just don't bring the ball in.
Spiroff's also had a great defensive year.
Here we go on the
for
replay.
the Saints.
Yeah, it was that. Oh,
one.
man.
Wow.
Yep.
2nd down and 10. Hibbs 20 of 41. Clock running out, 98 seconds. left to go. Hibbs dumps it out short to Alexander, and Alexander's going to pick up 4. That's going to be about it. Very few passes in this game down the field.
True. Tucker Jones makes the stop there, and Carroll will give them all those 3-yard passing plays they want right now.
3rd down, 1:16 left. Over the middle, pass is not caught. It's going to be incomplete. This will be the only loss on the road in this regular season for the College of Idaho. They were trying to go unbeaten on the road for just the 3rd time in school history, something they accomplished in 1953 and 2019. 4th down and 6, just 1:12 left to be played. Saints fans are
They can smell it.
On their feet here. Hibbs. Will he run? Nope, he'll throw. The pass is dropped, and this game is over. The Saints, wow. They will win 5 of their last 6 games, and they will finish the season with 6 wins and 4 losses, and not one loss by more than 5 points.
Yeah, on that replay, see number 44, Tucker Jones, getting his hand in there and knocking that ball away. But Carroll defensively has just played really well all day. Rocky, they've had an answer. Just allowing 6 points here.
They're going to take 2 snaps. Neither team scored in the second half. Victory formation for Carroll College. So 21-0 Western leads against Rocky. Carroll's going to win this game 21-6. And if that score in Dillon holds up, there's a 3-way tie atop the Frontier Conference. 3 teams at 6-3. And Rocky wins the tiebreaker, and if they're ranked to the top 20, they're going to go to the postseason. Somebody from the Frontier has to go to the postseason.
Somebody's got to get there.
But, I mean, you have 4 teams, including Carroll, that would do just fine in the postseason this year.
Represent the conference well.
And that'll be it. The Saints win on Senior Day. And the Carroll College Saints, what a way to finish the season. They won 5 of their last 6 games. They finished the year 6 wins and 4 losses. The Yotes, 7-3 on the season, their first road loss. And the Saints beat the Yotes twice this year.
Yeah, and that's tough to do in this conference. Sometimes you got to play the team twice, and to beat them twice like that is difficult. But Carroll really came out and did
21-6,
well.
the final score. The Saints are victorious from Helena.
Not all tires are created equally. Some tires take 50 to 60 more feet to stop, and you don't need that on our Montana wintry roads. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Helena and let our knowledgeable team help you find the right tires for you, your family, and your vehicle this winter season. Point S Tire and Auto Service, keeping our roads safer 1 tire at a time. Make sure to ask about our best price tire match guarantee.
Montana. We're proud to say it's where we live and where we work. We're so much more than pretty scenery. We are all hardworking, resilient, and resourceful. The vibe is different here. Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking.
Well, post-game awards coming up. The Saints won it 21-6, and what a season it could have been. They lost the top running back in the Frontier Conference in game number 1 at Montana Western as Matthew Burgess went down, and they never lost a game by more than 5 points this season, a very competitive Frontier Conference. Up first, our player of the game, and it's not often, and that award goes to a defensive player, but, I mean, T.J. Abraham. How many tackles?
19.
19 tackles for T.J. Abraham out of Powell, Wyoming.
Yeah.
And T.J. Abraham is our player of the game.
He was
and,
everywhere.
Yep. Solo tackles, 19 tackles. That would be a decent season for some defensive players.
That'd be a month of soreness for me.
T.J. Abraham, our player of the game, and now the drive of the game. Coming up. And Baxter Tuggle with the carry, and Tuggle, his best game coming in was 71 yards, and that was a 79-yard touchdown run for Baxter Tuggle. Tuggle finished the game with 123 yards, Kraft 114 yards, and the Saints had two backs that went over 100 yards. Very, very impressive. And now this coming up is our drive of the game, play of the game. And the play of the game, Perka back to throw to Pierce for a touchdown. That covered 34 yards, and that took place with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to be played in the second. And before that pass, Perka was 0 for 4. That was his first completion of the game, and it went for a touchdown.
Yeah, it was a great throw.
Saints win 21-6. Take one more break, come back, and wrap things up.
Those moments where banking is the last thing on your mind? Yeah, those are our favorite moments too. Bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you.
Get an edge in buying your home by getting pre-qualified for your mortgage today.
I'm really glad we decided to put carbon monoxide detectors throughout the whole house. I just can't imagine what would have happened if we didn't.
Come on, Eddie. We gotta go.
Out here, we love our animals, from the wildlife to the livestock. Inside, it's the same. They're just like family. We keep them happy and healthy, most of the time. Secondhand smoke puts pets at risk for cancer, feline lymphoma, vomiting, increases the risk of tumors and lung cancer, even causes eye and skin disease. Secondhand smoke puts your pet's life at risk.
Joe, the first time these two teams met, the College of Idaho had more yards than Carroll, but Carroll won 28-21. This afternoon, the Yotes, 339 yards, Carroll College 272, but the Saints come out on top, but let's not forget, 5 turnovers.
Yeah, those 5 turnovers were huge, and it was interceptions and fumbles. It just at untimely. Turnovers are never good, but, boy, it just shifted the momentum. Every time the Yotes would get something going, something like that would happen. So it was a tough day for College of Idaho, who had an opportunity to come in here and really win the Frontier Conference with what's going on in Dillon right now.
Joe McMahon, thanks for all your help.
You
Rocky
bet.
Erickson. From Nelson Stadium on the campus of Carroll College, the Saints win their final game of the season over the College of Idaho, 21-6. So long, everyone.
In the Army National Guard, you'll serve part-time to be ready to respond at all times. You'll train to master the skills and equipment used to keep the nation secure and its enemies on the run. You'll learn to be a leader and a member of a team. Become part of a time-honored tradition of vigilance and selfless service. Find your adventure at NationalGuard.com.
Not all tires are created equally. Some tires take 50 to 60 more feet to stop. And you don't need that on our Montana wintry roads. Stop by one of our 2 locations in Helena and let our knowledgeable team help you find the right tires for you, your family, and your vehicle this winter season. Point S Tire and Auto Service, keeping our roads safer 1 tire at a time. Make sure to ask about our best price tire match guarantee.
While students around the world found their education on pause due to the pandemic, Carroll College's holistic nursing program allowed me, safely, to start a play, serve as a student senator, work on my right hook, ski with my friends, and in the midst of the pandemic, prepare to join the front lines. Through a world-class simulation lab and a program renowned for excellence, Carroll College kept my education on track and in person. Carroll College, not for school, but for life.